Go interactive with
Annette. I'm with Nelda Richardson from the City of Nanaimo in the Service and Resource Center building to find out all about business licenses. Those invoices are hitting the mailboxes now for renewal, due at the end of December. And there's a lot you need to know about those, and that's why I came down here today. Thanks for joining me and telling me all about business licenses. So I guess the facts to get out there about business licenses is, does everybody have to have one?
Anybody who's conducting business within the boundaries of the city needs to have a business license.
And I know that there's a purpose for having business licenses, and that's to make sure that people follow certain guidelines. And what exactly is it for?
Well, it's to ensure that the land use and building requirements are adhered to. There's other referrals and things that could happen depending on the nature of your business. There's VHA, there is liquor licensing, could be safety authority. There's other things that could come into play.
And we all want it to be a level playing field as well. So even if you're a business in a building, a commercial retail building, or a home-based business, you still have to have a business license?
That's correct, yes.
Things that people might need to know if they're thinking of starting up a business and want to get a business license. What's that process like?
Well, we strongly suggest that people come in to the service center and meet with our service center team. We've got, you need to ensure that your zoning works for the nature of your business, that the building works for the nature of your business. That's code issues and the use of the structure. Also, parking comes into play a lot. So it's really imperative that before you sign a lease, that you come in and you check all those boxes. So this is Lena. She's one of our licensing and permit clerks. And if you were to come into the service center, she would come up and you had a licensing inquiry. Lena would be one of the staff in the service center that would come up, ask you the nature of your business, the type of application that you would need, and she would help you through that process initially.
If you're an existing business, when did the invoices go out?
The invoices will go out on Thursday the 25th, and the fees are due December 31st.
What happens if you don't pay by December 31st?
Well, ultimately what tends to happen is kind of the first few months of the year, we start going through, return mail and those types of things. That's why it's also imperative that if you relocate your business, that you let us know that as well, so that we do get our invoices to you properly and timely. And if your business has closed, we need to know that as well, because we'll have fees levied and we could typically start to fine you for not having a business license. So.
A fine wouldn't be a nice thing to have just after Christmas and all that shopping and those bills. How much would it be?
A fine is $100. You could be levied a fine up to $100 a day for not having a business license.
One last thing I want to talk about, and that is, because we live in an area that it's easy to travel from one end of the island to the other, there's something called the multi-jurisdictional license?
Yes, we have, it's an InterCommunity business license, and that is 12 participating municipalities from Lake Cowichan, Duncan, up to Camp River and as wide as Port Alberni. And so if you have a primary business license in one of those municipalities, or say here in the Nanaimo in our municipality, you get an additional business license, which is $150 a year annually, and that allows you to work in all of those 11 participating municipalities, where prior to that amendment coming in, if you worked in all those municipalities, you had to have a business license in each one. So what this did was it helped out small business and lowered the costs.
That is a great deal compared to what it used to be, and it sure makes things easier for a lot of the mobile businesses such as plumbers or
Oh, absolutely. The
everything.
tradespeople, it's been very, very popular, and we've got well over 300 of them here within Nanaimo alone. So
there you have it. Everything you need to know about getting your business license taken care of before you set up your operations here in Nanaimo. Thanks for joining us today, Nelda.
Thank you.